Morning, welcome into Wednesday's daily spiritual guidance message. I hope this finds you good and well. It's a collective message, it's not personal, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Don't try and make anything fit. If it doesn't make sense, it doesn't sound like anything you're dealing with, then don't take it on board. Just take on board what does resonate, okay? So let's see for this Wednesday morning, what does the collective need to know? Wednesday, the 12th of November, love. Straight out the gate, it's all about the love. Closure, okay. Protection, maybe something here that has ended or else it needs to end here. Compassion, I feel it has already closed. Something you've already walked away from here. Life purpose. And I want you to know that you're protected here with the protection card here. So it may not have been a particularly nice relationship that you've walked out of or turned your back on. We're not to close, but we'll take this one. Strength card. Yeah. It took some strength to walk away from this. Reconciliation is underneath here. So at the minute, it doesn't feel that way. There may be a possibility down the line to reconcile this relationship if that's something you want. But at the minute, I don't feel that that is what this message is about. So we have love, closure, protection, compassion, life purpose, strength here. I kind of feel this may be a divine connection relationship we're talking about, twin flame or soulmate here. And it's a feeling I have that you may have come into each other's lives to like activate each other. Because I feel that there's a lot of like pain. What's flipped over there? Like Ace of Cups. There's something here. It feels like this took a lot to walk away from. And it wasn't an easy decision, but you had to do the right thing for you here. And it may be like that you've learned something from this and this other person has learned something here and that you've had to like go your separate ways for you to continue and grow and for them to learn something here. I feel you may have learned a lesson from this person. Four of Wands. You know, Eight of Pentacles, Two of Wands. I get this feeling of runner chaser energy. And for the person this resonates with, I get that you were the chaser and this other person was the runner. And this was kind of like something you had to learn about yourself here. Hierophant. It was like you were the one who was like putting all the work in here. You were the one trying to make sure that this person was happy and you were putting all your time and effort and like not getting anything back here. And I feel that whoever resonates with this message, it's like a little bit of a lesson for you about, showing yourself compassion. You're important. A relationship's a 50-50 thing. If the other person isn't putting in as much work, as much consideration, isn't sort of like paying you the same attention as you're paying them, something's not right here. You're not getting what you deserve, Emperor here. You're not getting in this relationship what you deserve to get here. I feel that this was a necessary thing. Really feels like twin flames here. It really feels like coming together, like right people, wrong time. That kind of scenario here. The death card. Time is fluid. So this may have happened, it may be happening, it may happen in the future. So this may be different. We may be at different stages here. for whoever resonates with this. This person that you may have been associated with may be grieving at the minute. With the Emperor and the Death card here, there could have been a passing of a father or a grandfather here. What's this? 9 of Swords in reverse. 6 of Swords. It's this death in particular is causing this person to re-examine their choices here. So if things ended, regardless of what way round it is, so say you left and this person just let you go, or whether it was this person's decision to leave or whatever, they're now sitting going to themselves, did I make the right decision here? Should I have went after the collective? Should I have chased after them? Or was I right in the decision of letting them go? They're sitting here now wondering, look, he's looking behind him. Like, did I do the right thing here? 10 of Swords. There's something they're feeling here. There's something that they're feeling about this. 3 of Wands. 10 of Wands. Wherever they are now, they are heavily burdened. If this is a third party situation that you were involved with somebody here and they went in a different direction, they are heavily burdened in that direction they went in. It hasn't turned out to be all fun and games. I mean, we have the 10 of Swords and the 10 of Wands here. This person wants to move away from this. There's something in particular with this death that has happened. It's highlighted something. It's either activated this person's heart, or it has illuminated to this person other people around them and their intentions. I kind of feel like this masculine, this older gentleman's death is like it's caused some sort of activation here. It's almost like the karmic wheel with this person dying. It's like turned the karmic wheel on this past person of yours. Past can be 5 minutes ago. It can be 5 years ago. It can be 10 years ago. You take it as it resonates to you. 6 of Wands here. Quite heavy fire energy. Fire and air. So you could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sag, or an Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, or you may embody these. There's something public here. Something coming out publicly here. Or it's being seen publicly. Somebody is really thinking about the decisions they made here. Did I do the right thing? Justice. King of Cups. Yeah, there's some type of heart activation's been had here. This person's like, if you remember this person as being quite cold and quite sort of like very much in their logical mind, it's like almost, I get the word calculating. Okay, what's this? It's popped up. No, thank you. Kind of like calculating, always sort of like considering what they say. They're very like not given too much. It's like if you're trying to like talk to them about emotional stuff, like they're very controlled in what they say. It kind of feels deliberate. It's a feeling here that this person, if they become like, if they declare their emotions and they become open with their emotions to you, they feel they lose control. They feel they give you something. that gives you have then the ability to hurt this person. So I don't know whether in some sort of like past relationship that this person's had, or whoever they've dealt with in the past, or it's a family situation or something here, or it could be a past life thing as well. There's something here that it's like this person keeps the heart guarded because that protects them. So it's like nobody gets in. They deliberately keep people out. They deliberately keep their relationships on the surface. Nobody gets really in. Nobody gets a place in the heart, because if they do, then they have the capability of hurting you. But something's happened here. This person hasn't only been backstabbed and betrayed, but they're carrying a heavy burden here. On the other note, this is what they did to you. So it's kind of like swings and roundabouts. What goes around comes around. Whatever way you felt hurt that this person done to you, that's exactly what's happening to them there, happening to them now. Or take it as it resonates. I feel you've left here and done a lot of work on yourself. The world in reverse. They're doubting now, did they do the right thing? They're now feeling, I shouldn't have ended that. I shouldn't have ended it with the collective. And, the world in reverse here wanting to know, is there a chance? Is there a chance here? I feel you've walked away from this person and you've done work on yourself. Compassion, the life purpose here, and the strength. There's something you're doing now. It's your lessons from this has put you on the path you are now. Like, I kind of sense you're doing pretty well for yourself, whatever that may be. Okay, there's a realization here. There's a change of mindset that you've had. This person has gone into something here, but there's been some death has happened that's triggered this person. Sun card. There's almost like a nostalgic feeling here with this person. It's I don't know whether if this is like a father energy that's passed away here. I don't know whether it's they're going into their emotions and they're thinking about their childhood and things from the past with this masculine, but then it's also triggering, they're thinking about things with you as well. Because like there's happiness here. Like you made this person happy. And whether there was a bit of ego in that they didn't actually tell you that. Page of Swords. That they didn't actually tell you that, or whether they didn't realise at the time just how happy you made them. They're watching you now though. If you're on social media or any kind of public platform doing anything, they watch you, they see you, and they see you happy. They see you doing well for yourself, like you're just a ray of sunshine. So you may be a fire sign here. Two of Cups. They see you as their Two of Cups. Look at this, trapped in their head here. You walked away here and closed the door on love. Love, closure, protection, compassion, life, purpose, strength. You walked away and closed the door because you knew it was the right thing for you to do here. This person's now trapped in their head. They had you trapped in your head for a long time, going like, is this me? Like, I'm just being myself here. Can this person not feel this connection? And it kept you hanging on till it got to the stage where it was just like, I can't do this anymore. Maybe there was a little voice come in your head that says, you need to run from this. You need to get away from this person and run as fast as you can, because this is not healthy for you. But somebody's feeling trapped here now. I kind of feel this past person is very, look, there it's come out again, Ace of Cups. This person's being very nostalgic about the past. King of Swords in reverse. That's that logical. This person may be an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. But like this is like King of Swords in reverse. Like King of Swords upright, very logical, truthful. They're kind of seen as the judge. In reverse, it's kind of like a little bit narcissistic. Like this person had like was very controlled in what they gave you and what they didn't give you. Knight of Swords. I really feel this is like an air sign you may have been dealing with. Lovers is underneath that, and the Three of Swords. There's some realization this person's having. Looking back at the past, thinking about times with this father, grandfather energy, okay? But it's triggering something about you. Whether it's just they feel the hurt and they're grieving and they're wanting that loving energy. And when they think about I need a nurturing loving energy, the first person they think of is you. So it doesn't matter if this person's connected to anybody else here. If they're in another relationship, whatever marriage, whatever they're in here, it doesn't matter. This person is thinking about you. It's you that they want to communicate with here. And they're thinking back here, Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands, not only are they heavily burdened with whatever situation they're in here, they're heavily burdened thinking about how they treated you here. Knight of Swords, wanting to rush in. They're wanting to come rushing in here. Devils here. Five of Swords. I kind of feel this person may have been narcissistic towards you. Strength card. There's the Strength twice. This person may have been quite narcissistic. I kind of feel very, very perhaps controlling of you, but that's not really the way I'm feeling. I'm feeling that well, I suppose it is in a way. It's like controlling the situation, controlling how much emotion they give you. Hangman upright now, or sorry, reverse. No longer stuck here. And that's a realization you had about this person too. You could see that they weren't giving you everything here. But it's something they're having here. Knight of Wands. Like they are wanting to come in and communicate here. But it's almost that thing, yeah, holding back. Four of Pentacles. They're in two minds now. Will the collective want to speak to me? After I kind of feel this person's been put in time out. They've been put on the naughty step. Spirit has put this person on the naughty step and said, you just sit there for a wee while now. We're just going to process some stuff here. So we're going to make you remember stuff from your childhood here, the things you went through with this father energy or grandfather, whoever it is to them. Could be an older brother, could be an uncle, okay? It's an elder to them. We're going to make you think about your childhood with them. And while you're doing that, we're going to make you think about the collective, how you treated them. This person's in timeout. That's why the Four of Pentacles here. They're not allowed to come towards you. They're wanting to, but they're not being allowed to. And I kind of feel here there's a lack of strength. There's a lack of courage here. Whatever has taken place in this person's life, I kind of feel they've been knocked down a peg or two. This person's not feeling as if this past person was kind of big in their ego, you know, they had no problem telling you X, Y, and Z and all this kind of stuff. I don't feel they're just as confident now as what they were. Something's knocked them down a few pegs here. Somebody may have fell off their high horse and had nothing underneath to sort of like soften their blow here. Temperance. And that's how they view you. They view you as this. This is what they're remembering. This is the energy they were attached to, and they decided to play games with it. And I really do feel here the divine, their spiritual team, whoever, is like saying to this person, no, you'll just sit now. You just sit and you watch. And I feel they're being made to watch you. The moon card. They think they think they're doing it in secret as well. 8 of Wands here. 9 Wands. Wanting to communicate here. Wow. 7 of Cups. And there's your Ace of Swords, the truth. This person may have made you an option. There may have been others involved. You may not have been the only person this energy was conducting a relationship with, relations with, whatever you want to call it. There may have been others here. But there's like a feeling like they want to reach out and communicate here, but there's a fear of, look at what I done to this person. Like, are they really going to want to talk to me here? So somebody is sitting here as a wounded warrior. I don't know whether there's definitely a death here that has sparked something, but there's other stuff. There's other stuff that's going on here that this person's involved with. And there's, something big has really made this person start to sit and take stock here. They may watch you at night. It may be at night time. Maybe at night time here when they sit and watch you. So if you're on social media and you say you, like I am, talking, whatever it is, they sit and watch you. There's something about your voice. They like to hear your voice. They miss your voice here. They miss a lot of things about you, but they miss the conversations. They miss how you were with them. Let's get one of these. What's the collective need to know for this Wednesday morning, please? Self-regulation. I really do feel this person's been, and underneath that is the past. I really feel whoever this is, they're being put in time out to think about things. Let's read this self-regulation. It is the exalted moon. So let's see. The exalted moon is page 40. Page 40. Okay. See what this says. In the situation you're asking about, your superpower is that you can regulate your emotions. That doesn't mean suppress them. It means you can feel all your feelings and process them and let them move through you. You can just be. This gives you power. Remember, as within, so without. In other words, when you're filled with tremendous inner emotions, your external life is likely to reflect that. However, pulling this card suggests that no matter what you've been through, what you've been going through, being at peace with your feelings is the key to success. Even if your feelings are intense, breathe through them so they don't feel outwardly turbulent. That is your magic. Think of yourself as a sorceress or a sorcerer and stay centered now. For best results, bring compassion, empathy, and unconditional love to your current situation. You have all that you need to sort the situation out. In fact, you may even have the upper hand. However, you need to use that advantage wisely. You may need to take the emotional lead. Be a good example for others. Additional meanings of this card. Keep your feet on the ground. Ask what would nourish me in this situation. Emotional honesty is called for. Allow someone else to express their emotions. Slow and steady wins the race. This is what's happened to this person. Firstly, you left this and you processed your emotions and you have worked through them, okay, to be where you are today. This is now the situation this person's in. I feel whoever you were dealing with had a closed heart. They didn't allow themselves to feel emotion. It was almost like to feel emotion is a weakness here. So there was a type of way they were. I mean, I kind of got the narcissistic thing. It was like that, or they had narcissistic traits. Okay. And I kind of feel whatever way they dealt with you, it was very, they were, it was almost like a plan. They were very careful as to not give you too much. They gave you enough to keep you there. So a bit like breadcrumbing, I suppose. They gave you a little bit to keep you there, but they didn't give you everything. They gave you the hint of maybe how they felt, but they never fully disclosed it here. And they didn't do that. I feel that this person in their head thought emotions are a weakness. And if I tell this person truly how I feel about them, then I give them the power. Might be something here with this person, past person, and their father. There may have been some type of like, I don't know whether it's a feeling. I don't know whether it's like this past person watched how their father conducted relationships, or whether it's just their view on how their father conducted relationships or something. There's something here like they took a lead, and then it's like I want to say I kind of feel like a realization they didn't read the situation right here. So collective, if you resonate with this, I'm going to go to the extended. I'll take a look and see what we don't see coming, any blockages here and what the outcome looks like, and then we'll get some angelic advice. So if you want to come along, the link will be below and I'll see you over there.